In the quaint town of Everbrook, nestled between rolling hills and ancient forests, legends of magical places and mystical beings had been passed down through generations. Among these tales was one of particular intrigue, a story about a rare blue flower said to be a gateway to a hidden realm where dreams took shape and reality bent to the will of imagination. The blue flower was described as an ethereal bloom, glowing softly in the darkness and possessing a fragrance so enchanting that it could draw one into its magic. While many dismissed it as mere fantasy, there were those who believed in its truth. For Mark, a curious and imaginative boy, the tale was more than just a story. It was a source of fascination and wonder. Mark had always been drawn to the garden behind his family's quaint cottage. It was a sprawling space filled with exotic plants and vibrant flowers, a place where he could escape the ordinary and let his imagination run wild. Every corner of the garden held secrets and stories, and Mark spent countless hours exploring its nooks and crannies. On a chilly autumn morning, when the sun's first light barely pierced through the dense fog, Mark wandered into the garden with a sense of anticipation. The garden was bathed in a soft golden hue, and the dew on the flowers glistened like tiny jewels. As he wandered, he noticed something unusual in a secluded part of the garden, a blue flower unlike any he had ever seen. Its petals were a deep, radiant blue, with an otherworldly glow that seemed to shimmer with an inner light. The flower's fragrance was intoxicating, a blend of sweet and earthy notes that seemed to beckon him closer. Mark leaned in, captivated by its beauty, and as his fingers touched the delicate petals, he felt a strange sensation. A ripple of energy passed through him, and the world around him began to blur and twist. Colors swirled in a dizzying dance, and Mark felt a sensation of weightlessness. The garden faded away, replaced by a surreal landscape of shifting hues and glowing forms. When the world stabilized, Mark found himself standing in a breathtakingly beautiful realm. The sky above was a swirling canvas of purples, pinks, and blues, and the ground beneath him sparkled like a field of stars. Strange, luminous creatures floated past him, their forms shifting and changing in mesmerizing patterns. Mark's heart raced with a mixture of excitement and disbelief. He had always imagined such places, but now he was actually standing in one. His senses were overwhelmed by the sheer magnificence of the realm, and he took a deep breath, trying to steady himself. A gentle voice broke through his thoughts. "Welcome to the dimension of dreams," it said. Mark turned to see a majestic owl perched on a floating branch. The owl's feathers were a dazzling array of iridescent colors, and its eyes gleamed with a deep, ancient wisdom. "I am Eldric," the owl continued. "You have been chosen to explore this realm and discover its wonders." Mark stared at Eldric in awe. "Chosen? For what?" Eldric's eyes twinkled with a knowing smile. "This dimension is a reflection of the dreams and desires of those who enter it. You, Mark, have a unique gift, the ability to shape this world with your imagination." Mark's mind raced with the implications of Eldric's words. The idea of having such power was exhilarating but also daunting. Eldric seemed to sense Mark's hesitation and offered a reassuring nod.